We're live now? That works. Okay. Right. That's better. Hello. That temporarily broke. The the reason it broke is because I was an idiot. So that's a thing. Yeah. I realised what I did was I'd this is Christ, this is ridiculous. Right, okay, we're back, hopefully. Are we back? I think we are. Let's just double check everything's going. Yep, everything is going. That's good. How many people are watching? How many people are here? Hello. We are back now. Let's just double check and make sure. Right. Hello. Just waiting for the YouTube view counter to update because this is incredibly slow. It doesn't really tell you how many people are there per second or whatever, so that's good. Thank you very much. It's a good hat. I quite like this hat. It's a nice hat. Just gonna wait for a few more people to come round and just yeah, time for more Ace Creeper uncut and uncensored. You're damn right. In fact, we're not gonna mess about with this today. I'm gonna just turn that the browser source off because I can't be bothered with all the I can't be bothered with all that rubbish again. We'll make this bigger. We'll stick that in the corner down there. Okay, right. Hello. I'm gonna put this on Twitter as well, I believe, just so we can get going properly. And yeah. Right, I believe that's everything. I believe we're actually sorted now and ready to go. So, hello, how are you doing? Yeah. You'll do it if you keep on trying. I am good, thank you. Yeah, I love Waters of Mars. I'm glad you do, so do I. I have a noisy sonic screwdriver now, and I tried to annoy my rabbit with it. That's lovely. Thank you very much for that. I don't know if I don't know if that's moderately abusive, is it? Who knows? Are we actually live? Is this working? Oh, right, it is. Because I panicked for a second. I was thinking that it's not working on my end, but it is. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. Let's just get some more viewers in this. Let's just bring some more people. Share it around, Twitter and all that sort of stuff. That's fun. What's occurring? Not very much. Yeah, just kind of just sitting around, really. College is good. Just getting everything finished off now. In time for exam season, which is very much round the corner. Please go on Omegle. Absolutely not. Yeah, exam season's around the corner, so when it comes to the end of May, I'll be kind of halting the channel, not uploading anything for about 2 weeks, and then I'll be right back, and I'll be making more content than ever over the summer, because I'm just going to be free. I'm going to literally have nothing else to do, so why not? Frequent, regular streams, frequent enough videos, all that sort of stuff. Even more expanded videos, like stuff like sketches and all that sort of stuff. What's your favourite Tennant episode? Probably Waters of Mars. So yeah, be prepared for the 2-week gap that's going to be happening towards the end of May and through early June. Did you like the Ace Dead Redemption trailer? I did. I'll hopefully be posting something about that soon. I forgot to earlier just because I was out at the time. So yeah, but it's funny. It's good. YouTube is more important than exams. Get your priorities right. Well, to an extent, yeah. But no, exams are quite important. Because if I don't do these exams, I kind of get into uni. And then I kind of want to get into uni. Because if I get into uni, I'll still be able to keep up YouTube and that. So, you know, it's kind of a win-win. 2 weeks off for the next 3 years of YouTube, really. Would you do animations with your figures? Probably not. I haven't got the time or patience. What's your favourite chocolate? Milka. Talking of which... For those who were there for the Red Dead Redemption live stream we did the other day, you may have seen I went on a bit of a rant about how much I like Milka and how much I think you should definitely be sending it into the PO box. Wrong way, that way. Yeah, that's a thing. So a lot of people probably weren't aware, you might have been aware, whatever. Check out the video if you're not. We've got a PO box which is temporary. And it's open for the next couple of months. So we'll hopefully be doing sort of PO box unboxing opening type thing once every few weeks, the first one being in either a week or two. So if you want to send something in that is to be unboxed in a video, you want to send like a letter in, or like sort of fan art, or like a classic DVD, or like a big finish, or like chocolate or something like that, anything at all within reason. It's got to be appropriate, otherwise obviously it's not going to be in the video. Feel free to send it into the PO box, which is, yeah, the address is right there, so if you want to check that out, yeah. Don't send Marmite, because I won't eat it. It will literally just sit in a cupboard for like years. But yeah, I'm just making people aware of that, all that sort of thing. What's your favourite variety of milk or chocolate bar? I'm trying to remember, because it's a long time since I've had one. I think if there's a cookies and cream variant, I think that was probably my favourite. If not, probably just the general sort of milk chocolate. I think that's quite good. Just general milk chocolate's great. It has no model inside. Which one did you download on Gmod? I might be able to help you with that one if it's a certain thing. I'm drinking a brand of Coca-Cola. I'm not sponsored, so I'm not going to tell you which one. Big fat dab. Can I send a Sultana? If you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but yeah. Who here actually likes Hellbent? I like the first 20 minutes of Hellbent, you know, before Clara arrives. What's your favourite Doctor Who figure, set, or Dalek, or TARDIS figure? I don't really have one, to be honest with you. Probably the 10 TARDIS playset. I think that's quite a decent one. Either way, if it's related to Marmite, it's just going to sit there because I'm not going to eat it. You know, I might take a bite on a video if you send me, but I'll probably not enjoy it. So, you make me sad. Plays with Sonic Screwdriver. What's your opinion on the animated Troughton episode of the Macro Terror? I haven't seen it yet. Intend to, but from what I've seen in terms of clips and all that sort of thing on the Doctor Who YouTube channel, looks really good. I downloaded the one you linked in the description. For each one of the ones in the description, Beast Boss, or that video, there might be something at the side of that page which says, like, require download. So you must have these other things installed for this to this actual main TARDIS thing to work. So make sure you've downloaded all the extra things as well that obviously are required. Because sometimes it does it automatically, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah. What's going on with the thumbnail? What isn't going on with the thumbnails are fun because you can do whatever you want with them and people will eat it up because it's a live stream. No one really cares. The only people who want to watch a live stream on this channel are people who enjoy me and the content I make, you know, for what they are, opposed to it being, you know, if I don't have to put Doctor Who in the title and you're going to watch it anyway, then that's great. Come and have a gander. That's all good. Yeah. Are you a fan of Red Dwarf? Yes, massive fan of Red Dwarf. Love it. Hello, George. How are you doing today? Great, thank you. What's your next Classic Who review? I don't know. It was meant to get. I've had to sort of change my schedule around a little bit. But at the moment, I've not really got anything planned. I think the next one might be Tomb of the Cybermen. Not too sure though. Thank you. Are you going to do any collaborations with any Who-tubers in the future? I'd love to. Don't know who though. I've got a couple lined up for the summer. Nothing too much though. So be prepared for when I eventually get around to that. But yeah. Troughton and Capaldi are funniest Doctors. I haven't seen much of Troughton, so yeah, Joey's World Tour. I could do a collab with him. I absolutely would. He's got loads of subs. It'd be a good exposure. Google Home, Alexa, Amazon Alexa, or Apple HomePod. Amazon Alexa, what are you drinking? Cola. Not related to who, but I realised we have the same bed sheets. That's fun. Don't you reckon doing a PO box is a bit of a risk? You don't know what people could send. They could send a using app. Yeah, that's the thing. Plenty of people, you know, PO boxes are, yeah, fair enough. People could send pretty much anything. Yeah, and some of them aren't too great. You know, I've seen iDubbbz's videos, but like, if I open something and it's got something minging inside or something, you know, obviously, you know, I'm not going to be like Comedy Shorts Gamer or iDubbbz. Like, I'm not going to show it in the video. So if someone sends that, it'll just be a waste of their money. And that's the... Oh, Christ. So the person in the chat, again, I know who you watch. Stop being a dick all the time. We're making so many alternate accounts. Just get a life, for Christ's sake. You might not be able to see this. This person is just spamming loads of like really hateful stuff. Just, it's all getting blocked by YouTube anyway. But yeah, just sod off, please. I'm trying to enjoy myself, and other people are as well. You're the only one. You're just annoying everyone else. There's no point. What was I going to say anyway? Yeah, with a PO box, it's one of those things that, yeah, it obviously is a risk, but like, it'll be pointless because it's not going to show up in the video if it's something inappropriate or ridiculous or stupid. If it's something stupid and basic sort of thing, that's fine. But if it's something like really inappropriate or just disgusting and just vile, yeah, obviously that's a risk that could happen. There are people out there who would. Like, it's not going to be in the video. I will open it, go, right, okay, that's minging, seal it back up. If it's got a return address, it's getting sent back. If not, it's getting thrown out, thrown in the bin, whatever. It's a waste of your money, not mine. But alternatively, if it is something nice, like a fan letter or something like that, you know, that's great. I have no major fear in terms of like a sort of inappropriate or over-the-top package, because it's a Doctor Who community, you know, if you're going to... Usually, I'm not a channel with millions and millions of subs, so it's not like there's plenty of people out there who go, oh, I'll just send that in for a laugh. Because either way, you're not going to get much exposure from, you know, a guy doing Doctor Who videos. But also, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, if you're going to... It's most likely going to be the same sort of stuff, ish, whether it be something nice or whether it be something just a bit weird. Which is perfectly fine. Yeah. Zoink, because I pooped in a box for you. Thank you. Favourite TARDIS explosion scene? Do I have one? Oh, mate. That guy called Spider-Man, that's another alt account. Mate, you're going to get just blocked on every single account. Just stop. I'm not going to actually redeem... Like, I'm not going to actually mention your name. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to reference you. So you're not going to get anything from it. Just piss off. Seriously, because it's getting on my wick. It's getting everyone else's wick, right? We want to just enjoy ourselves. I want to enjoy myself, you know? People here want to enjoy themselves. Get a life. Just go. Fucking hell. Because from now on, I'm not going to read anything out. I'm not going to even acknowledge it. I'm just going to delete it. And just delete the channel and block it. Because all 20 of your current accounts are on the block list for the channel. So it won't stop me either way. So just keep going if you want to. But you're not going to get anything from it. It's a waste of your time. And a waste of my time. Cheers! Yeah, I know. I'm not. That's why I'm not going to acknowledge it anymore. I can't be bothered with it anymore. Would you watch a Doctor Who Red Dwarf crossover? And even if it was subtle as the Doctor battling a Red Dwarf villain, I don't know. I'm always very kind of held back on collaborate. Well, it's sort of like crossovers like that, especially with Doctor Who, because Doctor Who's such a big universe. But it's so like. It's one of those. It's like if you add a Red Dwarf villain into Doctor Who, then all of Red Dwarf's canon is equal to Doctor Who canon as well. It's in the same universe. It's just like I don't know how I'm supposed. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is difficult. And then you have to like kind of track back and go, well, where does it contradict each other? And that's when things annoy me a little bit. Don't mind crossovers for like comic relief or like a sort of charity event or like an anniversary event. That's all great and fun and good. But I feel like probably just something. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of the idea, to be honest with you. But hey, I'd absolutely, you know, subtle things like references would always be lovely. Again, as long as it doesn't contradict itself. You see, in the past, it's stuff like Doctor Who in the past. Like Torchwood had mentioned the actor John Hurt and Alien as a film. In Last Christmas, they mentioned Alien very prominently as a joke in a film. Yet John Hurt, a primary actor in the Alien film, played a version of the Doctor, and no one references that at all. So if both exist, then it just doesn't make much sense. There's a lot of things like that in Doctor Who. I think the more collaborations and canonizations you start doing, the more worrying it gets. Anyway, which name's better, George or Sheard? Neither. Torchwood is the best. Need to watch it. To be honest with you, I haven't really got around to it. I've got the box set. Gonna watch it in the summer, I think. Might do some reviews of it. Are you excited for Endgame? Yeah, absolutely am. I watched the Jordan Peele film Us yesterday. That was great. I did a review on Twitter, so if you want to check out that sort of in-depth review of that film, because I don't like to do it on YouTube because there's so many people who, you know, it's YouTube. It's a difficult one because all my content mainly is Doctor Who, so to do something wildly different would be stupid. So definitely go and check out my review if you haven't already on Twitter, where I kind of just break it down, talk about all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so feel free for that. Are you marathoning any of the MCU before Endgame? I have watched a few recent ones, but I will be watching Infinity War. I think that's probably it. I haven't really got the time to listen to it again, because like Endgame comes out a month before my exams start. I don't really want to be spending most of my time, you know, going through all MCU films. So instead, I'll be probably watching Infinity War on either the night before or the day before, whatever. And go from it. What's your favourite Marvel villain? Thanos or Vulture? I thought Vulture was really well done. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I thought Vulture was very good. I'm looking forward to the new Doctor Who VR game. So am I. Yeah, that should be fun. Favourite classic Who villain? Probably the Daleks. That's the most I've seen of so far. I haven't really seen many. Loki is redeemed. Loki's great. Opinions on Tom Holland as Spider-Man? I think he's the best characterisation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Like, he's the most comic book accurate, and I quite like that. But Homecoming wasn't the best Spider-Man film in my opinion. I think it's tied second. Any news of Series 12? They're filming in Barry Island at the moment, still wearing those tuxedos, so it must be a sort of elongated episode around that area. They recently filmed in a tunnel which was used for the Doctor's daughter. Other than that, nothing big. Really. Have you got any parcels yet? Probably. I haven't actually went to pick them up yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till more comes in, then I'm going to go over there and pick up a big batch at once, and then I can do the video on that day. So that should be fun. What's your favourite film of the Cornetto trilogy? Oh, Hot Fuzz, it's got to be, I think. Only just above Shaun of the Dead. And World's End is good, and I like it in my own way, but I feel like it's nowhere near as good as the other two. My exams are soon, and I'm planning to... I missed that one. Yeah. Me and a few friends are actually writing a Doctor Who episode involving the 13th Doctor and the Slovene. That's cool. Very interesting. DC or Marvel? Oh, man. Obviously Marvel for films. Characters, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really looking forward to what they do with the Joker film, though, so... yeah, we'll have to wait and see with that one. I'm trying to send a package, but it's a bit delayed, so I hope it arrives in time. That's perfectly fine, no worries. If I don't get it in the first video, then it'll be in the next video. So I'll be doing more than one. It's only been open for a couple of weeks at this point, so... it's Easter holidays next week. I'll go towards the end of next week and pick them up and do a video at the end of that week about the PO box and all that sort of thing, and that should be a lot of fun. But if it doesn't arrive by then, that's perfectly fine. We can do the next one. Yeah, it depends on which country you're going from as well. Like, if you're sending from America, it's obviously going to take longer. If you're sending from anywhere else, it's probably going to take a bit longer. If you're sending from the UK, it depends. It should only take about a couple of days, 3 days at most. So, yeah, if you are from the UK and you want to send something into the PO box, anywhere. If you're from anywhere and you want to send something into the PO box, there is the address. So if you want to do, would the unboxing videos be once every 4 weeks? I'll try, but I can't guarantee. It depends how many, you know, boxes or whatever, or letters are actually in the actual sort of thing. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. It kind of went away from me. But yeah, if I want to get a decent amount of actual like packages and parcels and letters and all that sort of thing to open on video. If it's not enough, then it won't make a decent enough video and all that sort of thing. Royal Mail is awful. Yeah, I'd moderately agree. Hear me honest, the Doctor in Smash Brothers, just think about it. His alternative costumes could be different actors, and his final smash can be a regeneration. I don't know, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. I'm not... Doctor Who games have never been a majorly good investment for a lot of times, but, you know, I think it can work. Just depends. Just depends. Oh, hello, Whovian Life. Coca-Cola or Pepsi? Pepsi for me, I have to say. I think I'm probably in the minority there, but I do like Pepsi. Have you seen Tom Holland's lip sync battle? Yes, I have. Yeah, I'm just going to be back quickly. I need to just do something a little quite shortly. Oh dear me. Sorry, yeah. Let's go. I do type fast, yeah. Favourite Red Dwarf episode? I have a video about this on the channel. Go check it out, because it was the 30th anniversary of Red Dwarf last year. Yeah, last year. And I did a video celebrating that and talking about my favourite episode for every series. So make sure you go and check that. Are you in favour of Brexit? You know what, at this point, I'd rather just get out or stay in, like, either. Just do whatever you want. Just hurry up and finish the bloody thing so we don't keep banging on about it. But I'm not a very big political headed person. Yeah. It is what it is, really. Rightio then. Yeah. So that's that. So we've got the PO box obviously. So if you are interested in sending something in that wants to be unboxed in a video, you can always check that out. It's always a bit of fun. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah. But yeah, if you want to send something in, we'll do that. That's fun. It can be anything. If you want suggestions, a letter is always great. If you don't want to spend any money, that's perfectly fine. A letter's lovely. Fan art, same thing there. Chocolate, if you're looking to send in chocolate, Milka's always good. I'm a big fan of Milka. Or any other chocolates, really. I feel like I'm asking for stuff. I'm trying not to, but I'm just leaving suggestions if people want to, you know, that sort of thing. That's sort of a bit of both. If you want to send like a classic DVD for me to review, then that's always an option. If you want to send a Big Finish, I've never listened to Big Finish before, but I'd be, you know, sending it to me. I'm not going to have an excuse to say no to reviewing it and listening to it. So yeah, that's always a thing. Milk it or Milka, both. Thoughts on Article 13? I did tweet about it. I think, and I will just put this out there on here as well. I said, probably worth noting, making YouTube content is something I've loved and enjoyed for almost 6 years. Love or hate me as a content creator and the content I make, please do stand with me when it comes to Article 13. No matter what kind of creator you are, from any sort of size, whatever, keep making content, keep pushing. There are ways around this. It's an idiotic display of older men who've never used the internet in their life jumping on and going, yeah, we want to make... It's all in good intention for copyright owners, but it's for big corporations just to steal more money, and it will discourage people who are genuinely creative and all that sort of thing. And it's just awful. I feel like Article 13 is a terrible, terrible idea, and absolutely something you should be against if you have watched any video online before. You're entertained by stuff, because memes, videos, all that sort of thing, it will drive content creators away, and that's my aim, to go, absolutely not. If my videos get demonetized for using like an image from Doctor Who or something, then, you know, so be it. I'm still going to keep the video up, just because I'm not making money off it ad revenue wise as I usually would, and even though it might be difficult for me to fund other videos, it will be more of a sort of, well, it doesn't matter. I'm wanting to make YouTube to entertain people. I'm not doing it just for the money, you know, or just for the views, or just for the subscribers. I'm doing it because I want to entertain people, because I'm making it because I enjoy making it, and I enjoy people reacting to, you know, what I make. Article 13 is not going to stop that. Article 13 will do whatever it wants to try and block or move any people's videos. You just have to think of ways around it. You just have to act on it, and you just have to keep going, and that's it. Yeah. Article 13 is crap. And Brexit won't change Article 13, no matter what happens with Brexit, because Article 13 is supported by UK Parliament. You know, something might be illegal in the EU, but when we leave the EU, they're still going to keep most of those laws. You know, it's still going to be law, because it's, you know, if we jump out of the EU and then we remove all laws that the EU have, then we'll just be reckless and destructive. So yeah, it won't make a difference. Primarily, might have a minor difference, but people are just, that's just a mix. Yeah, the main idea, it's not about, oh well, Brexit will save us, but still, it's going to affect everyone on the planet because of views, because of people, because of all that sort of stuff. Just don't support it. It's a terrible idea. It's a terrible article for big corporations to nick stuff off. And if you want to support small, passionate creators who, I feel, small creators who don't have much attention, put the most work in. Genuinely do. And I feel that some of these very talented people may not even get noticed. Like, I want to go in the media industry when I'm finished university, right? I would not want to do that if it wasn't for YouTube. If I started YouTube and I got kicked off all this sort of thing, copyright, because of Article 13, I wouldn't have been, you know, where I'm at now. I wouldn't have continued doing YouTube. So I might have ended up doing something completely different and something completely crap in life. But actually, I want to do this, and I'm desperate to do this. I'm really happy that I'm going down this route because it's something I'm interested in. If that wasn't able to happen, then it would just be a bit sad. So Article 13, you need to think of it in the perspective of people who... Think of all the people who may have been fantastically talented and famous people, who may have been the most entertaining, the most talented in certain subjects, but never got the exposure because copyright of Article 13 just smashed them out when they tried to get anything online. It is disgusting, and it's absolutely not something you should be supporting, in my opinion, but, you know, do what you want. But it's a pointless article. If you ever loved anything online and all that sort of thing, just don't. But despite what I originally said about Article 13, which was, oh, I'd stop making content if Article 13 came out, I won't. I will continue to make content. I always will continue to make content as long as it suits me and as long as I'm happy with the content I'm making. That's what's going to happen. You know, it's a mix of combinations. It's what you find entertaining. It's what I am enjoying. As long as both of those things are staying up, I'm going to keep making content. Anyway. Any actual genuine questions towards me in the channel, or is it mostly political stuff? Because you have Brexit and Article 13 in a row there. That was scary. Yeah. Gmod live streams. Possibly. Could try it in a bit. Who knows? I might go and get something. I might go and get like a drink and something to boost up the fun and have a bit of a play about on Gmod. But I don't want to give too much away with the Gmod stuff because all the modern TARDIS have actually got a video coming out about that. So yeah, do I lie about things? only when it's in other people's benefits. Not on YouTube. Like, when it comes down to reviews, whether it be Twitter, whether it be on films, whether it be on Doctor Who, and a lot of people say on Series 11, oh, you're just lying because it's sort of, oh, the BBC are paying you. I've had multiple things. People even still say to this day, I get comments going, oh, the BBC are paying you. Like, I wasn't the kind, I even said Series 11 was a bit crap. Like, it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it more than other people. Just because I enjoyed it more than other people doesn't mean I'm being paid by the BBC. If I was paid by the BBC, I wouldn't be trying as hard as I can to get as much funds together to go to university. Christ. I'm not that stupid. What time is it there? It is 10 o'clock at night. Do I like pizza? Yes, I do. But yeah. But everyone lies. Everyone has lied at some point in their life. Hashtag it is what it is. It is what it is. Favourite showrunner so far? Davis. Russell T Davis. Series 4 soundtrack was the best in my opinion. What about you? I'm not going to go into soundtracks because I have a very unpopular opinion, so yeah. Yeah, it's quite warm in here. Yeah. We'll do a thing quickly. If you subscribe to the channel and you weren't subscribed before, your name pops up. An example being like that on screen, like down here. Your name pops up. Nice little fun thing. And even better, even better, if you donate, whether it be through Super Chat or the first line in the description where you can actually donate to the channel, it also does show up on the stream as well, which is quite fun, with a nice little TARDIS. This is an example from the last stream we did. Yeah. Nice. So if you want to do that sort of thing... Oh, Christ. Thank you to Doctor Who fan 1 Whovian for just subscribing. That's a hell of a name. Check your donation, check your subscriber thing if you want to do that. It's up to you. But it will appear, just to let you know if that's a sort of thing. Okay. Hello, Ace, just popped on. Good, bad ideas for BBC to be making cartoons of missing episodes like Magritte or Power of Daleks. We haven't got the videos, so the next best thing is animating them, and I think the animations are very strong and a great way of telling older stories that the newer audiences won't have seen. No, you donated on last stream, and it didn't do a magical thing. That was because I was using a different streaming platform, because this is a streaming platform just for computer, whereas the other one was for Xbox. So yeah, so with the last one you noticed that I didn't have a face cam like this. It was just webcam in the corner, thing at the bottom, and then most of it was the Xbox, and me playing that sort of thing. That's why a message didn't pop up, but yeah, thank you for donating. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs now. I use Streamlabs when I'm doing what am I doing when I'm doing stream? I use Streamlabs when I'm doing computer stuff. Do I want to go to Comic-Con? I want to go to Comic-Con, yeah, sure, why not? Gonna buy me a ticket? Thank you, by the way, for the people who just subscribed, that being Roaming Around and Nora Wolf Gaming. Appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, it's just a little incentive. Like, if you want to subscribe to the channel, your name pops up on screen. How lovely is that? Yeah. But, yeah. So... who is the worst ever character in Doctor Who? I don't know. That's too hard of a question to answer. There's so many characters in Doctor Who that I think are terrible. How can you judge? How can you rank them? Because like some people will say, oh, well, this companion was a bit naff. Yeah, but are we talking about characters? Because then characters. Well, what about that older bloke from Love and Monsters? He was a bit naff. He didn't have much character. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't have much character. You know, it's like there's so many characters in Doctor Who, it's just difficult to pick out and go, well, this was worse, you know, this person was worse than the other. What do you think about the Mark 85, the Mark 85 Iron Man armor reveal today? I haven't seen that one, but I'll definitely check it out. Is it in the Discord server? I might have a look at that. Peter Davison is going to Gateshead Unleashed. Is he? Well, I might actually go and check that out. Or have I missed it? When is it? Is it on Friday? I might go then. I might just pop over quickly. Gateshead Unleashed, because that's near me, I think. So that's actually really near me. I could even drive there. Gates said Unleashed. Peter Davison's going to be there. Dan Starley's going to be there. Sunday, April 7th. So next Sunday. That's a possibility. I might ever think about it. Who knows? I'll keep you updated. If people are going there and want to say hello, I might pop around. Oh, sorry, there's loads. Graham's terrible, so overrated. I disagree. I think Graham's great. I think Graham's relatable, real, a very real character. Yeah. Which Xbox do you have? I have an Xbox One S. Do you ever get bored of Doctor Who? Occasionally, but when I get bored of Doctor Who, I just do other things to take my mind off it, and then I come back to Doctor Who and go, oh, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, not very often. Do you prefer Love and Monsters or the Saranga Conundrum? The Love and Monsters, by far. Love and Monsters is funny and really enjoyable. Graham's my idol since he was a bus driver. Hell yeah. How would you improve Series 11? I'd give it a more definitive arc. There was a story arc there, but it was really background and not very obvious that people just didn't, you know, there wasn't a big payoff at the end. There was a few changes I'd make. I'd make it more connected, like easy stuff that they could have just had an extra line in and it would have been miles better. For example, Demons of the Punjab. The Thajarian planet was destroyed or lost. Why was that never connected to the fact that the villain at the end of the series, Mr. Tim Shaw, was stealing planets? One of them could have been the Thajarian planets. So when that planet gets restored, the Thajarians could appear again, but not as nice people, as assassins again. That would have been a great idea. Little things like that could expand the universe so much more, but no, they don't do it. Little things like that. If you were stuck on a desert island, which Doctor would you want to rescue you and why? The 11th Doctor, because I feel like he could probably do it. I mean, if you watched Hyde, he will go above and beyond. You know, even to where it's not even possible, into a pocket universe with a TARDIS where it should not work at all, and he still manages to do it, so yeah, I wouldn't be complaining. I think he'd probably do the best job at that. Why do people enjoy hating on Series 11? It isn't that bad? No, it isn't that bad, in my opinion. I feel like it's as good as every other series. And here's a hot take for you. A lot of the big Not My Doctor community came about when Jodie Whittaker was announced as the Doctor, so I feel I would be interested to see if they did a Series 11 exactly the same, but they replaced Jodie Whittaker with a male actor. Would the reaction to the series be any different? I think yes, they would, because I think the initial hate, which came miles before any of the promotional material for the series, any of the announcements, any of the filming even started, even before the costume came out, all that big hate group started growing and growing and growing. The petitions started coming out. So then it just expanded. There was no, you know, if it was like the initial thing of, if it was a male Doctor, and people were shipping him with Yaz, you know, there would be, I think there'd be much less of an outcry, although I don't think there's much of an outcry anyway. A lot of people seem to strongly dislike Series 11. That's up to them. It wasn't the best series. It was far from the best series, and I will completely stand for that. It was naff, but I don't think it was terrible. I think it was quite good. I genuinely think like it was quite enjoyable. The visuals were amazing. Yeah. Do you think the 4th Doctor's TARDIS box set is worth €45? I don't know how much that is in pounds, so it depends. I will double check for you though, if I can find the euro button. £38. Probably not. Maybe a bit cheaper than that I'll go for. Sorry, I've written this a couple of times. Yeah, sorry, it is hard to keep up with all the comments that come in, because there's quite a few comments that I try and read, and I just missed a few of them, so sorry about that. Sorry, I've written this a couple of times. Do you think that the reason the regenerations changed after Classic Who was because the Time Lords weaponized them during the Time War? It's a great theory. I know the definitive reason was from Russell T Davies, who said all regenerations from now on will look like this because we've got better special effects budget. But I feel like that's a great theory behind why it would look like that. Have a main theory of why the Time Vortex looks so different over every different incarnation. And someone else asked, is Jodie's Doctor shipped with anyone in this series? Haven't watched past the first episode. First of all, please do watch past the first episode. Especially watch the New Year special. That was excellent in my opinion. People are shipping her with Yaz. I don't see a problem with that, other than the fact that I don't really like Doctor-companion relationships. It's nothing to do with those specific characters, but I didn't like it with Ten and Rose, and I was only very, very nearly accepting it with the 11th Doctor and Riversong. Any other than that, I just don't see the point in it. I just prefer the Doctor to be the Doctor. Resolution needs a resolution. I don't know what you mean by that. I felt like it ended quite nicely. Yeah, it was rushed like every other episode of this series, but I still thought it was a very enjoyable story, and to be honest with you, I think it's probably the best Dalek episode since Journey's End. Genuinely. It's a hot take, but I think Chibnall did better with the Daleks than Moffat's ever been able to do. Especially with kill count, that's a fact. The Dalek in Resolution killed more than any of the Daleks combined in Moffat's era. And yeah, microwave, but like, people go, oh, it's a microwave, but like, people forget that Russell T Davies used the big friendly button thing so many times. I mean, come on, Journey's End, Stolen Earth, big spectacular thing. How was that solved? Donna flipping a few buttons and blowing up some Daleks. Like, what? And I mean, I know it's not a microwave, but at least that used some sort of science technology and actual science fact that you could flip a few of the things around, and obviously because microwaves are using sort of radiation, that is as a way of doing it. Like, you could melt a steel casing with that. So, like, in terms of like, I'm not sure how do you describe it. But in terms of like Russell T Davies era Doctor Who, he used that big friendly button, sort of, you know, the big magic button that just solves everything. He did that so many times, and I could even list them off. I won't because I don't want to bore you, but I feel like, yeah. Thank you for the donation, by the way, Happy Fedora, who donated £5 on Super Chat. Is finance actually a thing? Yeah, probably, but not to you it isn't, because you've donated a lot in the last few streams, so thank you very much for that. Nathan Breen, yeah, but a Dalek is made out of Dalekanium, not steel. Not in Resolution it wasn't, it was made out of steel. Basic bits of sort of steel and stuff, the scrap metal Dalek, that's what it was. So using a microwave actually made sense in that scenario, because you could use the idea and scientific fact of radiation to melt that metal, you know? Why do you not put metal in a microwave? Because it explodes. It's a similar concept. And yeah, but I think it's with Russell T Davies, people forget, like, and people had a go at Russell T Davies at the time. People like really went after Russell T Davies at the time when he was the showrunner. Moffat had loads of enemies towards him in his era. Chibnall's going to have the same, as is the next showrunner, because Doctor Who fans as a concept are just very, quite, in my opinion, quite entitled, and I know I am as well, you know? You'd think, you know, people complain about the animation style of, like, Macra Terror. It's like, well, at least the BBC are actually putting effort into classic stories and bringing them back so people can actually see stories that would have otherwise been lost forever. How could 9th century humans defeat a Dalek? Good question. I don't have an answer to it because that is a terrible concept and that actually did make no sense. And I will absolutely agree with you on that. But saying that, I feel like I still enjoyed the episode and I shouldn't be sort of chunked down for doing that. But I will justify the ending, the microwave thing, because I think that excuse is terrible when Russell T Davies did a lot worse. I mean, think of the last of the Time Lords, man. They just shot the paradox machine and suddenly, bang, everything's back to normal. Everything's fine. Those people didn't die. Everything's normal. You know, even Doomsday. Pull a magic lever, everything gets sucked away and gone and bye-bye. It's like, come on. Were the Paradigm Daleks phased out? Yeah, they were phased out pretty much because people had a bad reaction to them and Moffat didn't have the balls to keep going with them. If Moffat had just put his foot down and went, you know what, I had a good idea for these, I'm going to go for it. Scrap out the Bronze Daleks, I'm going to go with the Paradigm Daleks. I reckon he could have done something really good with them, but because the first reaction to them walking out the thing and doing pretty much something very simple because they were big and chunky and all that sort of thing. And yeah, they aren't great designs, I know that, but I feel like they had potential, but Moffat just went, oh no, people don't like it, I'm going to go back to the bronze ones. No, because it makes no sense. Keep the Paradigm ones, that would have been good, that would have been really good. The best view I'd have of Moffat-era Paradigm Daleks, if they were successful, would be the Doctor Who Adventure games, City of the Daleks, because that shows the red drone Daleks scouting the hallways, the different Daleks having different jobs, and a big blue Emperor Dalek, like stuff like that was Moffat's vision, I feel, for the Paradigm Daleks, but we never got to see that on screen because people just instantly went no, and Moffat was like, oh, okay, no. I was like, well, no, continue. It was a bit crap, but continue, you know? I miss Moffat compared to Chris Chibnall, and when Russell T Davies left, people were missing Russell T Davies and wanting him back. It's how being a showrunner of Doctor Who works. It's a difficult job. Everyone slags you off, and then when you leave, you're like a god. Same thing happened with Moffat. Moffat was good from time to time, but my god was he flawed. Yeah? Honestly, he wasn't the god that people see him to be now. Anyway, I remember seeing a lot of backlash about the colours, but I admit something the design was appealing to me. Yeah, it was big, it was impactful. They had the idea, and I'll grab one of the figures now actually just to show you, because it was actually a really interesting idea originally. It was like you had, so obviously the figures here show off a sort of basic design of it. You see the middle section's big and chunky as well, and it has a sort of like line in the middle of it, and then on the back it's got like a sort of fold away unit. The idea would be that the Dalek gun would move around, go into the back, and then a bigger gun would come out in the front, and it would be able to swap over its different guns and use different weapons and use different devices and tools. Each different coloured Dalek would have a different use. And that would have been amazing. That would have been such a good idea, but once again, Moffat didn't have the balls to go through with it, even though that was the original design concept. That was there, that would have happened. But we didn't get it because people were like, oh, it's a bit naff, and Moffat didn't have the balls to stand up and go, no, I have an idea for this and I'm going to see it through to the bitter end. Even if that didn't work, it would have been nice to see. And to be honest with you, when you're getting the Daleks appearing and stuff like Asylum of the Daleks and Time of the Doctor, and they just don't feel intimidating. I would have really have loved to have seen what he was going to do with the Paradigm Daleks. But we never did, so yeah. Yeah, I did love the gold Daleks as well, but the thing is with the bronze, gold Daleks, whatever you want to call them, the Time War Daleks, they've been around for too long now. They need to be replaced. Classic Daleks never lasted this long. Come on, get rid of them. Change them up. Yeah, it's a pain. In my opinion, it's a pain, because it's just like, well, yeah, the Bronze Daleks are just kind of done for now. Well, what I would have, the one thing that I feel like would have made Resolution miles better in terms of the Daleks, in my opinion, if it had the opening scene, and obviously they wanted to keep the Dalek reveal, obviously, but the fact that they announced it anyway in on the Christmas Day trailer, made it a bit redundant. But if they were going to try and keep it secret, what they should have done is, that would have been great, and then in the middle of the episode go back to when they're fighting the battle, the 9th century soldiers fighting this Dalek. It should have been a Dalek that looked like it should look like the recon drone, where it's big and it's got it looks different. It looks like a different shape, but it's got the colours and basic look of a Genesis of the Daleks Dalek, like one of those ones. And then seeing that get destroyed, like the eyepiece getting flung off, and then all that sort of thing. That would have been really interesting to see. And then you could have seen, and then when the recon Dalek appeared, the people would have been like, oh, that's cool, a scrap metal version of what we saw earlier in the episode. 2 brand new Daleks that, they added a new Dalek to the lore anyway. The Recon Scout hasn't been seen in Doctor Who before, so this would have been a new design. And people making fun of the big sort of gigantic bottom bit, I feel like, well, yeah, that might be part of the fact that it's been years and he can't really remember how to build a Dalek, but also the fact that that could have been what it actually looked like. Maybe that was to be more efficient and all that sort of thing. But yeah. In the classics, there was a new design for almost every episode. Yeah, there was. It's because they had to try and change it out all the time, but... oh yeah. Best penultimate episode, World Enough in Time. Brilliant. Do you think the Paradigm Dalek should have appeared in The Magician's Apprentice, which is familiar? No, but I feel like because they'd already went so far with the idea of just not having them in anymore, it would have been nice for them to go, well, we destroyed the Paradigm. Because Davros and the Supreme Dalek, the red one, never appeared alongside the Paradigm, so it made sense that when they came back, the Paradigm Daleks were just destroyed. Because that would have been interesting. Davros is very much a supremacist who puts himself above the Daleks, and the Daleks put themselves above Davros. It's quite an interesting relationship. To see him, Davros, destroying a fan-hated design would have been amazing. And again, something missed. It's just a missed idea. And it was never explained why we had all the other Dalek designs there as well. It just made no sense. How would you rewrite Twice Upon a Time in the End of Time? Very differently. Doctor Who went halfway through Capaldi and now they killed it with a woman doctor. Woo! We haven't heard that one before. Thank you. I just can't be bothered with it because I'm trying not to live in the past. It's like you refer to Capaldi as just Capaldi, but woman doctor. Honestly, man. Just at least use the words Jodie Whittaker, because that's a name. If you don't like how the way she was written or acted, that's fair enough, but at least provide some sort of decent argument with some sort of constructive criticism towards the show. But we're going, oh, they killed it. How? And they haven't, by the way, because if they killed it, it wouldn't be getting better ratings than the previous series. I don't care about the drop. It's still got consistently and average better ratings. And the Doctor's supposed to be a man. Well, that's who we're dealing with, ladies and gents. I'm not going to apply to that argument. I can't be bothered. It is a Saturday night. I'm trying to enjoy myself. So, not going to happen. Damn, I need to catch up quick so I have an idea what you guys are talking about. Talking about Doctor Who, I think. Which Doctor Who episodes would you rewrite, and why? Hellbent, massively. End of Time. Yeah. I think Joseph Giblet has given probably the most accurate description of Series 11 ever. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. That's it. It's just very average. Hey, see what you want about Moffat. He created the Weeping Angels and the Empty Child and nailed Sherlock. He had to be up there with my favourite writers on the planet alongside J.K. Rowling. Absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you. Moffat is a brilliant writer, but he's not without flaws. I think people see him as some sort of god nowadays, which is wrong, because he did do a lot of things wrong and he should be criticised for that. As should Chibnall, as should Russell D Davies. I feel like everyone's open to criticism if they put themselves in the spotlight. Moffat had a lot on his plate, but that was his own fault. He put a lot on his own plate. Also, just to point it out to Scripty C, who can't obviously take any sort of genuine argument without using the word SJWs in a sentence, why are you even watching this channel? It's clearly not your type of thing, so just go elsewhere and watch someone else. Watch someone else who just you can blindly follow. What's the point in even being here? You're obviously not going to like the videos that I type and make, Christ. Yeah, exactly. Just because people like to see a female doctor doesn't mean you're an SJW. But there's obviously no logic there, so you can't fight no logic with logic, because logic will always win. But, you know, people without logic won't see that, so... And my dog's barking now. That's fun. Okay, what's going on then? Why doesn't everyone have a problem with Missy? The same principle. Yeah, exactly. Missy was a thing, and people were fine with Missy. I was fine with Missy. I loved Missy. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even happy with the female Doctor originally. Like, genuinely. I felt like... I think back when it was Matt Smith to Capaldi, and people were talking about a female Doctor, I was like, oh no, that's not going to work. That couldn't work. The way I was convinced was when they were talking about Capaldi leaving, and I saw someone, and I swear to God, someone made a Photoshop of Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. Like a short-haired, hair tied back Jodie Whittaker in the same kind of style as Missy, with a sort of deep eyeshadow, all that sort of thing. Doctor Who logo at the back, TARDIS flying in the vortex. A Photoshop of Jodie Whittaker months before she was announced. And I went, bang, that can work. I feel like, oh, wait a minute, I was against a female Doctor, kind of, because I wasn't sure how it would work, but that works, and I quite like that. And of course, Missy as well was excellent, so I don't know, I feel like from that moment, and it's funny that, and I think that's kind of why I suppose, it's kind of why I support Jodie, to the extent that I do, is because, you know, that was even months before she was even announced, I was kind of like, she was the one that made me think a female Doctor could work, just from the way she looked. And of course, her final outfit and final design looked nothing like that Photoshop. But nevertheless, the possibility was opened by that face, and I think that's the one I followed. So when that reveal video came out, I was like, oh my god, wow, okay, well done. That's mental, but well done. Do I think the Doctor will ever turn back into a man? Yes, but I feel like it'll be the 15th Doctor. I feel like they'll do 2 female Doctors in a row. They replaced every important role with a female, and you think SJW haven't got control over Doctor Who. The main producer, Matt Strevens, and the head writer of the show, Chris Chibnall, are both male. The Doctor is the only main character who has been swapped genders from one to another. You still got important big characters, arguably the two most important companions of the series being Ryan and Graham, there being the main story, which obviously they're both male, focused around the death of another female character. So she's dead, you know, and arguably I think a lot of people would say Yaz was quite underdeveloped. So actually, I don't think women have really taken over Doctor Who. I think that's total rubbish. But feel free to disagree with me. I feel that's totally fair if you want to. But if you go in, women have taken over the show, I think that's a slight exaggeration. Pretty much, but sorry, it's just a lie. Quite frankly. Oh dear me. Yeah. You know, that's the thing with the female Doctor, like, if it wasn't going to happen now, it would definitely happen next time. People have been talking about it for years. People have been talking about it since the 80s. People have been talking about it since the 80s. Look at this. Look at this. Just generally. Script you see, if you are so against the idea of a woman having an important role in the show, besides, let me just put that out there straight away. Let me just put that in there straight away, like, right there and then, like, most of the things you're mentioning as points that you're raising, that was before you said the show died. The General, Kate Stewart, so Kate Stewart was 2012, Missy was 2014, and The General was 2015. Both 2 years before Jodie Whittaker came along. Yet you say that Jodie Whittaker came along and ruined the show. The Doctor's better off as a man. Well, that's good for you if you believe that. It's not like changing Batman, because Batman's not an alien, is he? Batman can't change every cell in his body when he dies. Batman is, from the comics, a man. The source material of Doctor Who is that he or she can change his face and every cell in his body every time he dies. He or she dies. I keep saying he, 'cause yeah. But Batman is based off a comic where the main character is a man. Same with James Bond, based off a book where James Bond is a man. Like, it's very, very different. I think, yeah, it's just an odd point, really. But realistically, I will say, now and then, if you really don't enjoy that, and you really don't like the idea of Jodie Whittaker, or any sort of woman, being in the role of the Doctor, right, why are you on this channel? Oh dear me. Why are you on this channel? You know, literally all the content I make is about the newest series of Doctor Who in terms of news for the next series. So why are you even here? Like, why? Just stop watching. If you don't enjoy and don't agree with the opinions, so much so that you feel that you have to project them onto other people like this, just go and watch a different channel. Stop jumping on this live stream. Thank you. But realistically, if you have to say the word SJW in every other sentence, you're just making yourself look like a bit of a tit, really. That's which is quite ironic, because we don't like tits in Doctor Who, do we? You love Doctor Who until it went to that. No, but it's I don't even understand. I don't even understand. It's barely any different. Jesus, I don't think Doctor Who's been amazing since series 5. It's been good or passable. It's been a mix. The Doctor's going to be lesbian next. Well, no, every Doctor's been asexual, so... And if actually, to be fair, the Doctor's had multiple relationships with women. Just because the gender's changed, why would the sexuality change? Surely that would be more of a change. I thought you wouldn't like that, you know. But fair enough, if you want to change it even more, go for it. You know, but no, the Doctor's always... You know, I believe the Doctor's always been asexual, because I don't like companion-Doctor relationships. But if you want to go based on already facts, you know, sort of thing. Rose, River Song, Tasha Lem, or Missy temporarily, most of the Doctor's sort of partners-ish, relationship-y things have been an attraction towards women. So, to be honest with you, if you're going to go with that, that isn't a change. Anyway, yeah, I probably should just ban this person, but I've told him to go away enough. I'd prefer it if he just stopped watching and stopped putting rubbish into this live stream, because quite frankly, I'm not, like, I'll happily just break down any sort of points, but, like, it's obvious that anything I say is not going in. It's kind of getting blocked out there before it even hits the ear, so it's kind of just, yeah, but yeah, but it's quite fun. It's quite fun. Yeah, but, like, stuff like that, you see, the Master getting hard over himself, like... And yeah, that's the thing. I don't think Jodie is by far the best Doctor. Absolutely not. I think she's definitely probably in the lower half, in my opinion. That's because she's only had one series, and she hasn't had the same impact on me that I've had with Capaldi, Smith, Tennant, or Eccleston in their very first series. So I want to see how her full arc pans out, and then whether that's good or not, we can rank her. But I don't think she'll be anywhere near my top. But that's nothing to do with the gender. Like, I just look at her character, her writing, her acting, and think, she's pretty good. She's quite enjoyable. I'm enjoying watching her episodes on screen. I'm looking forward to the next one and the next series. I'm very much excited for it, because it's Doctor Who. It's a series I've been watching for years, and since I was 5, and I still love it. Just because a little thing like that changes. It's the same thing. Like when Matt Smith to Peter Capaldi. Peter Capaldi was one of the oldest, I believe, actually the oldest actor to play the role, the oldest actor to take on the role. And I just watched it and I was like, okay, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work for me, because I wasn't a massive fan of Classic Who when I was younger, like 5. But I'll try it out. And I loved it. I loved that. I wasn't really sure about the idea of a female Doctor about 2 years ago. Jodie Whittaker's come on, and I'm actually like, yeah, I quite like this. This actually kind of works. Not my favourite, yeah. Peter Capaldi's not my favourite. Jodie Whittaker's not my favourite. But I still like both of them. They're both doing a good job with it. And Eccleston was very impactful for just one series. I know that. That's why I'm saying, like, Jodie Whittaker isn't as good as Eccleston. But what I'm also saying is, Eccleston, they knew they were getting rid of him. Because by the time they started filming, they knew they were going to have one series with him before they changed it over again. So he had to complete his full arc in one series. Becoming this war-torn, flashback to war type of thing, this grieving man. It's back to the Doctor again within one series. Whereas Jodie Whittaker has got more than one series. So we've only seen... we've only seen 1 out of 2, 3, 4 series. We don't know how her story's going to end. So, like, how... Like, David Tennant, I didn't think Series 2 was that good. I think David Tennant was his best in Series 3 and 4 when he got more used to the character and got more into it, But I think when you look at a story arc in sort of succession, you can kind of go, that was a pretty good story, and you're satisfied because it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. At the minute, we've only got Whittaker's beginning. We don't have the middle and the end. So it's easier to go, Jodie Whittaker's not as good as the other ones that we've got complete stories for. Anyone can say that. At the moment, I'm not going to do a actual Doctor ranking video because, one, it would be incredibly controversial because Jodie Whittaker would not be at the bottom at the moment, because I found more enjoyment out of her than I have of other Doctors. But that may be because, obviously, I've not watched every Classic Who episode or story, so I'm not going to have that knowledge of every Doctor's full arc. God, right, enough of the rant. So if you set me off on this, I will go on for ages about it, so sorry about that. I'm going to get a quick tiny break just to get a drink, but I will be right back as soon as possible. Just save your questions for a little bit and I'll be back as soon as possible. Oh, I saw a Ghostbusters reboot comment. Let me just quickly break this down. The Ghostbusters reboot was a reboot. The reason people hated that wasn't because of the women, it was because it was just a bad film. It destroyed all of the previous canon of the actual Ghostbusters films people were fans of and replaced it with a new cast. Women or not, that film, the way it was done, was bad. So yeah. Whereas Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker, it wasn't a reboot. It wasn't destroying canon from previous. It was going, here's a continuation, like every other Doctor, you know? And the fact there's an alien that changes the cell, every cell in its body. Come on. What is the justification? If you don't like it and you're just going to be a pain in the backside, just go off the channel. Because if you're going to keep spamming the chat, you're just going to get banned, or you're going to get timed out or whatever. That's just how it works, really, because we try to enjoy ourselves here and not have big old rants like I just managed to do there. Hope you all enjoyed my rant, by the way, because, you know, I rarely get to do one of those, so that was fun. A casual sip of cola. Ice Warriors fight Santarans. Right, okay, well that's just... Ice Warriors fight Santarans. That would be an interesting one, not sure how it would work though. Right. I'm just saying, look at Star Wars. Yes, episode 8 wasn't great, but they're doing well with Rey as the main character. Yeah, exactly. I think episode 8 was quite poor in my opinion, but I think it was still quite enjoyable. Definitely not the worst Star Wars film like some people are saying. I missed a lot of good questions. Sorry. Well, I was away. I did say keep your questions until I'm back, and I do miss a lot of them as well because there's a lot of them coming through. Yes, I would like to see a 9th Doctor big finish. It would be great to see Christopher Eccleston back in the role. That would be lovely, you know, a day like that. I don't listen to Big Finish very often. Again, if you want me to review a Big Finish and have an excuse for me to actually watch it, and also listen to it, PO Box is there. But generally, yeah, I think it would be great to see Christopher Eccleston jump back into the community again. It's possible. It's possible. I grew up on Doctor Who and Sarah Jane. I find a lot of people who have a lot of nostalgia about her show. Wanted to know if you had any thoughts on her show. Sarah Jane Adventures. I enjoyed it. A lot of nostalgia for it. Don't remember much of it though. It's been a long time since I've watched it. Yeah. Favourite cliffhanger. Oh, it's gotta be World Enough in Time, isn't it? The reveal of the Master, the reveal of Bill as a Mondasian Cyberman, just a perfect way. I was so excited that whole week to watch the next episode. What past Doctor would you like to meet 13? The 7th Doctor. Or Matt Smith. Do you watch Torchwood? Haven't yet. Got it on box set. I'm going to be watching it over the summer when I finish my exams. That should be fun. Single companion or group companions? Mix of both. I quite like a bit of, yeah. I quite like it when a group companion gets narrowed down into one companion when a couple of them leave. That's quite nice. So maybe that'll happen with series 12. Oh dear me. Favourite Classic Who companion? Haven't seen much of Classic Who out of what I've seen. Sarah Jane Smith. Talking to Sarah Jane Smith, if you haven't seen today's video, there is actually a book coming out in a couple of days' time, which is for cancer research and all that sort of thing. And it's all about Sarah Jane's life. Loads of different individual stories about different areas of Sarah Jane Smith's life. All for cancer research. Brilliant thing. Check that video out because it's great, and I think it's definitely something Doctor Who fans would be interested in anyway. So. Yeah, definitely check that out. Newest video on the channel. But yeah, sorry, back to that. I like it when the TARDIS is crowded. Yeah. I'd agree. I quite like that as well. I like the idea. What I want to see one day is TARDISes being brought into battle by the Time Lords or something like that, where there are 6 Time Lords round the console, flying it how it should be flown. That would be amazing, and I'd absolutely love to see that one day. Different TARDIS designs, whether it be classic or new, whatever, of them one round each console doing different things. That would be amazing. And to see the TARDIS sort of spun and flown with such precision, like it's never been flown before, or any TARDIS, not just the Doctor's TARDIS, but to see that would be amazing, and I'd adore that on screen. Yeah. Do you think they should do a series just for John Hurt? It would be lovely if they did, but obviously John Hurt's passed away now, so that's not going to be a possibility. Favourite new Who TARDIS interior? It is the 10th Doctor's, or the 9th Doctor's, whatever you want to say. But nice to have a companion that isn't from modern time England. Yeah, completely agree. Victorian Clara would have been a better companion than the Clara we got. IMO. In my opinion, it's the same amount of syllables, doesn't matter. Most emotional moment in Doctor Who so far, in your opinion? There's lots of them. There's very subtle emotional moments. I think my favourite subtle emotional moment is in Rosa, where Graham has that one line where he's like, no, I don't want to be part of this, and the music swells up. Perfect. That is amazing. But in terms of like a big emotional scene, I'd say Angels Take Manhattan properly got me. I really liked Damien Rory, so that was sad for me. Do you think Jodie would suit driving Bessie? No, but I'd like to see her. You know, it'd be amazing, because obviously a unit's been disbanded, if they had Bessie somewhere, because they still do own it, they still have it. It would be great to see one episode where the Doctor takes it out, takes it back on a spin again, and just goes for it. That would be amazing. Do you think Jade, the tree lady from Series 1 Episode 2, would be a good choice for a companion? Not sure. Seems like a very long time ago now, but yeah, it would be great to see an alien type companion. And we kind of got that last series with Nardole, I like to feel. Like, Nardole was a sort of cyborg, wasn't he? So that was quite cool to have that as a bit of a change up. That should be expanded on a little bit more, I feel. I live in Newcastle too. Fun. If you were the Doctor, what would your costume be? Something like, I don't know, something really like a proper suit, I feel would be very nice. I'm not too sure though, that's a bit of a difficult one. I'm just going to read something, 1 second, I feel like something might have been announced by accident, I don't know where it is. Let me just check, because I feel like something's happened and I'm just trying to catch up with what's... You can see something on Twitter and then it like disappears and you're like, oh, where was that? Oh... Christopher Eccleston on his Instagram mentioned Big Finish today. Think Big Finish burnt the toast this morning, bit needy. Must have an agenda about something unrelated to the actual topic. Oh, what? Okay, I don't know if this is like a thing or whether it's just a joke, but if Eccleston jumps on to do like Big Finish, that would be incredible. Honestly, brilliant. I'd love to see that. Oh, I noticed you said something, Kuvian Life, but I just missed it. I was like, ah. What would your opinion be if Peter Capaldi had Jodie Whittaker's sonic screwdriver? The same as Jodie Whittaker having it, because they're both the Doctor. The sonic has nothing to do with the Doctor. If Capaldi made his own and it looked like that, I'd probably still think it looked a bit naff, like Jodie Whittaker's does, in my opinion. I think it looks okay. I quite like the light down the side of it. I quite like the fact that they made it themselves, but it just looks a bit odd, doesn't it? I'm not a massive fan of it. In LEGO Dimensions, if you jump in a car, the Doctor says he prefers cars called Bessie, and that comes from the Brigadier? Brigadier, do you mean? Yeah? That's cool. Are you excited for Avengers Endgame? Yeah. I don't know of anyone who wasn't. What would be your perfect episode title? Something with two meanings. I've taken that from inspiration of like the film I saw yesterday, which was Jordan Peele's Us, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. If you want to see my reviews on Twitter, by the way, please like. By the way, yeah, that's another thing I want to quickly mention, because when I go and see a film, I don't like to review it on YouTube because I feel like it's so unrelated to Doctor Who that it wouldn't really matter and it wouldn't really get seen. I do my like written reviews on Twitter, so if you want to support me and you want to make me happy, please do, because I love writing reviews on Twitter about different things, whether it be TV shows not Doctor Who related and films that are not Doctor Who related. Please go on there, please like my review tweets, please retweet my review tweets, because I really enjoy doing them and actually writing about films after I've seen them. It's something a little bit different. So if you do, please do support that, because that's something I'm actually quite passionate about, although it means nothing. I don't get anything from it. It's just kind of like, I want people to see it, because I feel like I have some moderately decent opinions on certain films and such. We need more than one Doctor Who Lego set. Yeah, it could be hard, but what could they do? It's so hard to think of set ideas. I could think of one. Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS, or a classic Doctor Who TARDIS with a classic Doctor. It wouldn't be that hard. Even Tennant's Doctor would sell. Christ. Tom Sketches said, I can't admire you more than when you took down Scripty like a total badass. It wasn't even that. I don't try and go, oh, this person's saying something I disagree with. It's just like, when I see a crap argument that just has no sense or logic towards it, I'm like, well, I need to say something, especially if it's on the live stream. Like, they're throwing it in my direction, I'm going to respond to it, you know? I don't usually do much in comment sections, but when I'm doing a live stream, like, I quite enjoy that. But yeah, it was quite fun. I just enjoy talking about that sort of thing because it gives me an excuse to go off on a rant. Oliver Topping, the Minecraft map download should be fixed now. Check it out. But I don't know if it is, but it should be, I feel. Yeah, I tend to do that though. I tend to just break it down logically. I don't have to like insult people. I don't want to insult people because I'm sure that person's a nice enough person with decent enough opinions of their own. But if you're going to throw your opinions at someone, prepare to have them challenged or accepted. You know, it's you know, if you're going to put them in the live stream where someone's going to read them, someone will respond to them. I do it very logically. I don't do it. I don't go, oh, you're an idiot for thinking that. I go, well, actually, here's why I disagree. That's all it is. Oh, I missed a few there. I missed a few. Have you got the Doctor Who Funko Pops? No, I haven't. I've only got one Doctor. I've only got one Funko Pop, and it is Mr. Bob Ross. That's it. That's all I've got. But hey, again, the PO box is right over there. I am such an arse, but either way, yeah. If you didn't, if I haven't been here for the first half of the live stream, where I've went on about this several times, over the next couple of weeks we're going to try and do some unboxing videos and all that sort of thing, where we open stuff on camera, talk about it, thank people, all that sort of thing, and have a bit of a celebration. I'm doing it to celebrate 10,000 subscribers on the channel, and I opened it, and it's open for a couple of months. So if you want to send something in, and you want to do something that way, then there you go. That's pop figure, great idea. But yeah, I have got a pop figure, and it is Bob Ross, and I love it. I love it to bits. It sits on my desk, and it's brilliant. It's the one I'll be taking this to university with me as well. He's a lovely little fella. Could Bob Ross defeat Thanos? Yes, he could. Shout out from your fans in Ireland. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Senan Mayer. I probably butchered your name, mate, but thank you. Dream story using existing elements. Example, 12th Doctor and with Donna in Rosa. That would be cool. I think Bill would work really well in Rosa, just because of obviously her character. I feel like that would be quite interesting. Bill with, oh, I don't know who. But yeah, opinion on 8 and 13 teaming up. Brilliant idea. I'd love to see Paul McGann back in the TV show, but my worry is that he might overshadow the 13th Doctor, because obviously he hasn't had much time to shine, so the attention will be on him. And I feel like that might take away from any, even if there's like 3 or 4 Doctors, it will take away, and he will be like the centre of attention, because everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, more Paul McGann, because it always happens. Should go to Sheffield University. Now I should, because obviously Doctor Who, but I'm not going to, because it doesn't do the course that I'm interested in. Heard it's a nice uni though. At the end of the day, an actor is only good as the scripts allow them to be. I love Jodie, but she would be much better if the scripts allowed her to be. Hopefully Series 12 gives her more of a chance. I hope that as well. I feel like they're going a bit subtle with it, but I feel like, again, it's weird. I feel like Resolution was a big step up from Series 11, and I feel like if they do Series 12 a bit like Resolution, then we're going to have a bit of a treat, because Resolution, like, there was a good mix, especially that scene where she flips the buttons round and the lights change on the TARDIS console, and then the hologram appears. The difference of her performance between talking to the Dalek and talking to the girl was incredible. The subtle change like that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Turn left or blink. Oh man, don't do that. I love both of them equally. Can I say that? Yeah. Have you read Scratchman by Tom Burke? I finished it this morning, and it's the best Doctor Who novel I've ever read. I haven't read it. I'm not a big book person, I'll be honest with you, but you know, I've read the Day of the Doctor novel. That was brilliant. I'd love to read Scratchman, but I worry that if I bought it and I started reading it, I wouldn't finish it, and it would be dead sad and horrible. But yeah, that's a thing. So it's worth noting, by the way, we're going to just talk about a few things now, just while there aren't many questions coming in, so hold your questions off for a second. If you subscribe to the channel and you've never been subscribed to the channel before, a little notification will pop up on screen down in this corner. It'll be very nice. A nice little sound will play. Your name will appear on screen. A little bit of credit for subscribing to the channel. If you donate via Super Chat or the link in the description, which takes you to a donation page, a sort of stream tipping service, that will also show up on screen as well, with whatever custom message you have to deliver. It will also be there. You can also check out the Patreon page, where there's also sort of like loads of exclusive content, that sort of thing, on there. We promote that regularly on the channel, because I do love the passion that the Patreon supporters put in to the channel. The help they're giving me, it's a massive bit of help, and I like to give them rewards in exchange for that. Available now on Patreon is a full live stream that I streamed on the channel the other day and haven't re-uploaded, so it's available just for patrons at the moment, so that's quite fun. And what else? Yeah, the Discord server. We've got a Discord server, which is also linked in the description, where we just talk about Doctor Who, talk about sci-fi, talk about whatever. It's all fun. Dark Raptor says, I haven't subscribed to you. I'm subscribed to you on my other account, but I haven't subscribed to you on this yet. Why not? It's only a button. Go for it. Go for it. Go on, please. I'm not going to beg, but yeah, it'd be nice if you did. Yeah. I got 5 what do you think of the Clara TARDIS? Despite me not liking Hellbent that much, I can say I would love a TARDIS with a full American diner in the front. Christ, that'd be lovely. Sophie Turner played the wrong. I don't know who Sophie Turner is. Ooh, I could see that. I could see that, yeah. Do you think the Doctor Who may be getting cancelled again soon? No. I don't think it will. I don't think Doctor Who is getting cancelled anytime soon. I think Doctor Who is a brilliant show, and it's lasted through many generations. I don't think it will get cancelled soon at all. I think it's at least going to last... I think it's definitely going to at least last another 3 series, I think. At least. Have you read much Doctor Who comics? I have not. Ever cried at a Doctor Who episode? I did when it was Clara came back in Twice Upon a Time. I have. I did it a lot when I was younger. The last time I cried at a Doctor Who episode, 11's Generation and Twice Upon a Time, I think. Yeah. You are my favourite YouTuber besides Who Mysterio. That's great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that because there's a lot of YouTubers out there. Although Who Mysterio doesn't ring much of a bell, I dread to say. But I will drop a subscription over there now. Ah, that's quite cool. Yeah, very nice visual style anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, fun. Which actor do you think could make a good Davros? I don't know. Keep with the one you've got at the moment. Whatever his name is. Oh, Christ, that's embarrassing. Come on. Davros. What's the guy who plays Davros now? Julian Bleach. Brilliant. Incredible actor. Who's your favourite Who addict? All three of them. What you don't know about the Who addicts is it's actually just one metaphysical entity with three heads. Yeah, they don't show you that in video. They actually edit that bit out. But it is. There's only actually one Who addict. So the S is just a misdirection to make you believe they're all normal humans, but actually it's some sort of mythical creature. Do you mean Time of the Doctor, not Twice Upon a Time? What did I say? Did I say Twice Upon a Time? I meant Time of the Doctor. 11's Regeneration, either way. What's your favourite sonic screwdriver? I did a video on this, go check that out. I did a sonic screwdriver list ranking video, so go check that out. But I will give you a spoiler and say it is the 12th Doctor's. Favourite 10th Doctor villain? The Hoiks. Or the Absorbaloff. Do you think we should have a new Dalek voice? Absolutely not! No! Nicholas Briggs did an amazing job in Resolution, and I loved it. No, there should not be a new Dalek voice person. He's brilliant. And as long as he's happy to keep coming back, yeah, brilliant. I can't get the drum beat out of my head, please help me. Which, oh, the probably. You might be thinking of something else, but that's the instant drum beat I think of. Almost had a heart attack when Capaldi was regenerating. Christ, that's terrifying, but thanks for sharing it, I suppose. Do you play Red Dead Redemption 2? I think it's brilliant. I do. I played it on a live stream the other day, so that's great. Yeah. Have you ever listened to Chameleon Circuit? Alright songs in my opinion. I haven't. Yeah, Happy Fedora made a trailer based off the footage of me playing Red Dead on a live stream the other day. Happy Fedora, would I be able to use that in a video? With credit, of course. Because it's brilliant and I love it. And I'd happily put that on the channel so people could see that. Yay, cool. That's cool. Yeah, definitely go and check out Happy Fedora's channel because there's a video of me on there with my Red Dead stream and it's quite funny, so yeah, definitely worth a check out if you want to. Do you think Richard Armitage would make a good master? Richard, I just don't recognise these names. Have I seen him in anything? Hobbit, no, it says Spooks, but I don't think I've actually seen him in anything, so I probably just didn't recognise him from the get-go. He could be. He looks very mastery. But a lot of people do when they've got a beard. So I don't know. T-Series is now #1. Just brought that up to some reason. Yeah, it's a shame. It's not about PewDiePie, because to be honest with you, I don't rate PewDiePie as a content creator. I don't really like him all that much. But saying that, YouTube is a kind of thing where it's like, I look at it as content creator versus corporation opposed to it being about PewDiePie. It could be anyone, but if it's like, I just feel, you know, as a content creator myself, and as someone who's known about YouTube for a long, long time, YouTube was originally created to inspire people to jump onto YouTube and be creative and make their own content and be, you know, creative and do that sort of thing. I feel like having a corporation be the #1 YouTuber is kind of breaking that a little bit, and it depends on YouTube's values, because now YouTube are just trying to compete with like Netflix and stuff. That's why they actually offer movies on here, where you can actually buy movies via YouTube and keep them installed and stuff. That sort of thing's a bit odd. Yeah. Have you been affected by Article 13 yet? No one has, because it's not been put into effect. The deal has been passed, but it will take up to 2 years to actually come into full action. That is if it's even possible and even actually works. So, yeah. No, Article 13 hasn't affected me yet. And the only thing it could affect me for is by using images from the BBC, which I believe the BBC are alright with at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see. Do you think Series 12 should get a new title sequence? No, I feel I should make the title sequence a little bit longer. Slightly longer, but keep it the same style as we've got now. I actually quite like the new title sequence, so yeah. Should Martin Freeman be the next Doctor? No, I'm not a big fan of Martin Freeman, I have to be honest with you. But, you know, don't knock me down for that. Just something about him I'm not too keen on. I liked him in Sherlock, I've liked him in most of the things I've seen him in, to be honest with you. I'm just not a big fan of him, to be honest with you. Just something about him. My favourite YouTuber is you, thank you, that means a lot. It really does mean a lot, because I haven't been making Doctor Who videos for so, like, a massive amount of time. So, it really means a lot when I look at all the much more talented content creators in the Doctor Who community, and you say that I'm your favourite. That doesn't even seem possible to me, so thank you very much, that really does mean a lot. Wait, someone disliked? Boo! Pop quiz. What was the very first episode that Stephen Moffat wrote? Wait a minute. No, because I'm going to try and be clever with this one. I know what New Who what it is. Curse of Fatal Death. The Curse of Fatal Death is technically his first on-screen Doctor Who story. If you don't include that, then you're thinking Empty Child. Then Doctor Dances, then Girl in the Fireplace, then Blink, then Silence of the Library, Forest of the Dead, and then 11th Hour onwards, whatever he wrote in his own era. Yeah. Oh yeah, the person I probably had a rant at for the whole, yeah, SJW, Curse of Fatal Death, told you. But yeah, that's probably the person who disliked the video. Hey Ace, just joined the stream. What classic episodes have you watched recently? I have watched, the last one I watched was the last one I did a review on, which was the Time Warrior. I haven't watched any more since, but I've got some on DVD. I might watch Power of the Daleks. I haven't seen that one yet, and I've got it on DVD. Yeah. SJW stands for Social Justice Warrior, and it is a title given to people who kind of go out and explain their political views to try and force an overabundance of equality. It's another way of defining a third wave feminist group, which is usually what's described as a feminist nowadays, but the definition of being a feminist is just equality over gender. But people describe as the third wave feminists as a sort of social justice warrior, as people who go over abundance and kind of ruin the concept of it and actually tarnish the word feminist. But it's used and thrown about by people who really don't know what it means. That's the long-winded one. Sorry, Stephen Moffat did write Blink, I think. I don't even want to doubt myself, I'm sure he did. Do you think Susan should return? Once. Once and that's it. Have a nice goodbye and that's it. Deep Breath, A Woman Who Fell to Earth. Woman Who Fell to Earth. Have you got the animated Macroterror yet? No, but there's the P.O. box. I mean, feel free. No, I haven't yet. I haven't got it yet. It'll be a long time before I get it, I feel. Unless... But, yeah. Yeah, Moffat did write Blink because he created the Weeping Angels, obviously, yeah. Yeah, bloody right, Daco Raptor, there we go. Let's just get it right eventually. Let's stop talking about feminism and politics and stuff. It's a Saturday night and it's 11 o'clock. I can't be bothered. Yeah, the animated Macroterra came out on Patrick Troughton's birthday, which is great. Why did the TARDIS not draw the logo in the title of Series 11 like it was in the teaser? Because the TARDIS isn't in the time vortex in the new series. It'd be nice if it showed up in Series 12, as with Jodie Whittaker's face or eye maybe. But I don't know if they will. But it might be a nice change. Who knows? I'd like to see what they do with that though. When is the stream ending? Why, have you got something to do? I don't know, soon probably. Sometime in the next half an hour I would have thought. Are you interested in the Mission to the Unknown remake, and do you think it should be released? It absolutely should be released on DVD, officially by the BBC, with credit to the actual university and people who put effort into it. It is a 25-minute episode, and that is the whole story. It's the only story in Doctor Who history which just has none of the Doctor in it, I believe. None of the Doctor, none of the companions, none of the main cast, meaning it was the easiest to recreate, and they've done a great job of it, and I really hope it does get released, because it builds up the collection, doesn't it? Favourite Dalek episode? Dalek or Parting in the Ways? Vinette Robinson is better in Doctor Who than in better in Sherlock than in Doctor Who. Ace opinions. Don't remember who she was in Sherlock. I don't remember who she was in Doctor Who. I'm not very good with actors' names, so probably character will be better for me, and I'll work it out. Patrick Troughton's son played the Professor in Midnight with only a few days' notice. I think Patrick Troughton's other son also was in Last Christmas as well, which is quite fun. What figures would you like to see be made of Series 11? Well, we've obviously got the 13th Doctor figure already out. Confirmed to be coming out in summer, and hopefully getting an image of any day now, would be Yaz, Graham and Ryan, which is definitely confirmed. I would like to see the Recon Dalek. Absolutely love to see the Recon Dalek. That's the top of my list. Then Tim Shaw. Then Kablam Man. The Sergeant in Sherlock and played Rosa in Doctor Who. Oh, of course, Rosa, sorry. I can't remember. I haven't seen much of Sherlock. It's been a long time since I have, so I couldn't really judge. But I think she was great as Rosa Parks, so I don't know. Still needs a Nardole figure. What about Yasmin's nanny? Someone's got a good reference there. I don't know. I'd love to see that though. Sarah Jane Adventures or Series 9 Doctor Who? Sarah Jane Adventures. Do you want to see more of Yaz on Series 11? Series 12? Absolutely. I think she should be the focus of the series. Why don't we have an idol figure? Because the character options haven't had a massive amount of funding recently, and haven't been as successful as potentially they could have been. I would have liked. I mean, I believe they've having. I'll actually, if you. Just let me know if you don't want me to. That's perfectly fine. But I'm going to just put this out there now that there's a few bits of news and information about character options releases over the next year, if people are interested in hearing that. If not, I'm not going to go off on one. Why am I streaming this late? Because I can. And because I'm busy during the day, and I'm not busy now, and like I'm bored, so that's a thing. But yeah, I might talk about character options for like a little bit if people are interested in that. If people aren't, just let me know and just say no, do not talk about that, please. I can't be bothered. But I feel like there's a lot of interesting stuff coming soon, hopefully, that there's rumours of as well. Yeah, so right, talking about character options. So there is obviously the Jodie figure, which is already out. Ryan, Graham, and Yaz are coming out in the set this summer. And then later on this year, there will be new B&M releases, which will be about August time, I think. We'll be getting, sort of autumn this year, we'll be getting a new TARDIS set and 3 new figure sets, I believe, at least. There's actually rumours that we might be getting 2 TARDIS sets this year, one of which being the 5th Doctor's and one of which being the War Doctor's TARDIS. Both brand new releases, so that's really interesting. That's the rumours. And then it continues that we'll be getting a 13th Doctor Flight Control electronic TARDIS box, possibly with a Doctor figure, possibly without a Doctor figure, next January, when Series 12 is due to air. And then there's even further rumours of potential, maybe a little few potential playsets in the future, but I don't know too much about that. I believe they're just rumours though at the moment, but we could be getting some older consoles, who knows. That'll be very interesting though. That's kind of the sort of what we've seen so far, but we need to see if Character Options get a new deal through this year. Haven't we only had like 2 TARDIS sets, possibly 3? We've had 3, I think. We've got the Junkyard TARDIS, the Tennant TARDIS, and the Smith TARDIS. We haven't never had the Capaldi one. Don't expect to ever have that one because it's way too big. I hope for Jodie's at some point because it's like quite a small scale one. Ideally, I'd love a Hartnell one because it would be so easy to make. Cardboard wallpaper would work. Like a sort of grey floor would work, and then a sort of like literally like a small console would be great as well. And all you'd have to do was like, all you have to do is 2 big plastic roundel doors. Would be great. But my predictions are, we'll get. Oh, sorry. Did someone ask a question and they're not getting answered? Sorry about that. Think about getting the 11th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver because it's my favourite. Should I get it? If it's a favourite, get it. I'd love for Character Options to make a comeback. I feel like they might. It's the worst interior yet. Well, the 13th Doctor one. I mean, that's down to opinion, but it's the one that's on screen now, and it's the series that's getting viewerships up and stuff. So I feel like it'd be a bit silly not to make it. If you were going to make an interior set, either do one of the classic ones or do the 13th one. I think that's probably the best bet. Even if you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. It's an old Ricky Gervais thing from Humanity. It's like someone walking through a village square and seeing a sign that says guitar lessons, and someone calling them up and going, "I don't want guitar lessons." You know, it's like it's not for you then, is it? But yeah, I feel like what I'd like to see is I'd like to see the TARDIS, the 13th Doctor's. Oh, I've got my custom. I'll show that off again. I'd like to see a 13th Doctor TARDIS set released with a 13th Doctor figure, but I'd like to see the 13th Doctor figure either in 2 costumes, either one, the tuxedo look from episode whatever from series 12, or this costume without the coat and the sort of long sleeve white shirts. That would be quite cool. A different variation of a 13 figure with an electronic TARDIS would be amazing, and I'd absolutely love to see that. Maybe with a little pating as well, who knows. That'd be quite cool. But releasing a sort of figure variant based off one that's already been created wouldn't be too hard. I'll also expect that from B&M as well. 13 has a lot of different t-shirt colours, and it's very, very easy to customise. I absolutely guarantee that we'll be getting B&M sets with 13s in the future, so who knows. Yeah, 13th figure with the scarf. Maybe we'll get that then. Maybe we'll get the blue t-shirt one from Resolution with the scarf. That'll be quite cool. With the 13th Doctor box. Yeah. Oh, the pating is terrible, yeah, but I'm just saying it'll probably be the easiest one to make because it's so small. But yeah, that would be my idea for a 13th Doctor TARDIS set. And if we were going to do a TARDIS play set, Hartnell. Love a Hartnell one. Again, as I said, it'd be the easiest one to make. It wouldn't have the big pillars and the big wall things like they have on the other 2 TARDIS console sets. It would literally be, you could have a cardboard wall with the roundels on. I mean, even the original Hartnell one had like a sort of wallpaper, so it wasn't even a real roundel for half of it. And then have 2 big roundel doors on the side that open and close. That would be all you need. It would be brilliant. And then have obviously the console in the middle, and then maybe like a monitor section at the end as well. But they could just be standees, and you could sort of move those around to angle it however you want. That would be perfect for me. Let it come with a Hartnell figure as well. That'd be lovely. You know, a little chair as well, little wooden chair, little gold clock, little hat stand, stuff like that would be perfect. Yeah. Sorry for caps, but please read. I bought the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver as a toy as I cut them all. At first, it seems lame, but double press, triple press the button. It's way cooler. Yeah. It's great. I hate how character options released the red coat without the waistcoat. Yep, it's just reusing figure parts because obviously they used the Series 8 body with the Series 9 head sculpt. That's how they did it, so I feel that's probably why they did that, but yeah. Show us what? Show us what? Show. What? What am I showing? Man, you look like me 99%. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what you look like, so I can't see if I agree or disagree. They could have at least used the bracewell waistcoat. Yeah, but I feel like that's how things work. I'll get it in just a second. They could have released Jodie without a coat on, that'd be quite cool. Show us the sonic screwdriver features he was talking about. Christ, oh. That's the one he was talking about. Which are the sort of general ones, with the 12th Doctor's one, which is sort of the basic green, the basic blue, but then you got the cool fluctuating one, and then you got the chase function. Which is by far my favourite, because it just looks great. I love that. Yeah, it's great. What's the calendar thing next to your wardrobe? That, the thing with Jack Nicholson's face on, that's not a calendar, that's a metal a metal board with a poster on for my favourite film of all time, The Shining. Jodie Whittaker with a fez. Yeah, that would be quite a cheap custom though. I feel like that's probably just pointless. Every Sonic has cool things about them. Yeah, they do. Ignore me, I guess. I'm trying to read as many as I can. My screwdriver broke. I need to see it again. Every Sonic has cool things about them. Yeah. Doctor Who actors you've met? Not many, actually. I've met 3 Doctors, technically. I've met Colin Baker, the 6th Doctor, Paul McGann, obviously the 8th Doctor, and I met David Bradley, who played the 1st Doctor, so that counts. And David Bradley's a wonderful actor anyway, so yeah. It was just the writing that let him down in Twice Upon a Time, in my opinion, but I still love David Bradley, and I still think he looked great as the 1st Doctor, so technically that counts. I'll try and see if I can get the photos up, because people haven't seen them. It's actually they're quite fun. I got to do the Hartnell pose with Bradley, and I love that. I really love that. Let me see if I can find it now. Would you like to see Sean Pertwee in Doctor Who? Absolutely, because he looks a spitting image of his dad. Would you ever do a fan meet-up? Yeah, absolutely, at some point. I don't know when, but I'd love to. There's me and David Bradley doing the old Hartnell thing ages ago. Bad quality photo for the computer because it was a scan, but it actually looks great. Yeah, that's fun. If I can swap it out for the... Let's look. Try to do this as quickly as possible, but it's quite hard to do it quickly. Paul McGann, me with the Tennant screwdriver, him with the Jodie Whittaker one. That was fun. Yeah. And Colin Baker was more of a sort of selfie one, but that was still fun all the same. But yeah, so those are the 3 actors I've met from Doctor Who. Conveniently all Doctors. But yeah, I'd absolutely do a fan meet-up. I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to do a fan meet-up. I just don't know when and where. And yes, I am incredibly tall. I'm 6'4", practically a giant. Paul McGann's a small man. He's a very small man. Yeah. Opinions on Sylvester McCoy. Criminally underrated. Is that door with a toilet sign actually an entrance to a bathroom / ensuite? Yes, it is. It is. Again, is such a nice guy. Yes, he is. I will have to get rid of these those emotions and upgrade it. It is compulsory. Thank you very much. I should have put the fares on Peter Capaldi. Yep. I'm 6'4" as well, and I hate it. That's fair enough. Do it in Sheffield. Quite a fitting place. I'd love to, but Sheffield's like a 2.5 hour drive from me. So yeah, I would have done one last year, but I wanted to keep the thing secret because like I didn't want to say much about it because I wasn't sure. Like when I got invited to the premiere thing, I would have loved to have said, "Come and meet me at this," but like I didn't want to seem a bit big-headed. You know what I mean? Because it was a privilege to get there. I didn't really want to gloat. Absolutely, I'd love to. I've met a few people in person when I went to a couple of Comic-Cons last year. If anyone's in the Northeast, I might be going to that Gator Comic-Con next week. I'd love to do London Film and Comic-Con. But yeah, I will tell you, just stay up to date. Check out my Twitter, because that's where I update people most. Community tab's always great to keep an eye on, as is the Discord server. If I'm going to a Comic-Con anywhere in the world, well, probably the UK, but anywhere, I will let you all know just in advance. So if you are going, you can come and say hi to me. That's always fun. Do you think Sylvester McCoy was good? From what I've seen, which isn't very much, I thought Sylvester McCoy was quite good. I have 2 sonic screwdrivers, but one is a boring torch and the other's a noisy carrot. I really want to meet Tom Baker, so do I. Oh man, that's sad. You got an exam before the day of London Comic Con. That's awful. Did you ever collect the Doctor Who Adventures magazine? I did when I was younger. Yeah, I did. Met Capaldi, Jenna Coleman, and Gomez at the Doctor Who Festival in 2015. Best day ever. I wish they'd do that again. Ooh, do the meet up outside the police box in Earl's Court in London, like John Barrowman did when he was on I'm a Celeb. That's a bit of an odd one. Thing is with these things, I prefer to do like an event. Like I prefer to go to like actually like a Comic Con and go, well, I'm here, you know. Come get your money's worth. No, but yeah, loads of YouTubers and Doctor Who community members go to London Film and Comic Con, and obviously if I get into uni down in London, that'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I'll keep updated with that one. Which Doctor do you want to meet the most? Capaldi, I think. Capaldi or Smith. Or Baker, Tom Baker. I didn't invent the word YouTubers, someone else did years ago. Whew. Dear me. Yeah, I'd love to meet Tennant as well. I'd love to meet all the Doctors, really. You know, so narrowing them down doesn't really help. What Doctors would you like to see meet up in the 60th anniversary? 7th Doctor, 8th Doctor, 11th Doctor, and 13th Doctor. That would be a great little group of 4. 2 classic Doctors, technically, 2 modern Doctors. All very kind of alike, not very much. I feel like Paul McGann would be the most serious one. So Mr. McCoy would be quite goofy. A little bit like Jodie. I feel like they get on quite well. And I think Matt Smith and Jodie Whittaker would try and out-weird each other. I think that would be quite good. Good combination, if it can be written well. Do you reckon we might have a new Doctor by 2023? I hope we get a new Doctor in 2023. As in, the 60th anniversary will be Jodie's regeneration. That would be good. YouTubers is a term made by old people when you say that someone is a YouTuber and they don't understand who or what. Funny. Every new episode is a new world record for sci-fi. Do you know why? I do not. Capaldi for me was bad because I was young while he was on TV. However, rewatching him now I'm 16 and more mature, I feel I connect with him. I connect to him and he's better than Tennant and he is my Doctor. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, the Zygon War speech is great. Yeah, that's that. But yeah, if I ever do a meetup or something, or if I ever go to a convention, I will absolutely want to do a meetup. So, or generally, like even if I don't announce it, which I probably will anyway. Like if you see me, either in public or like well, maybe not always in public. It depends where I am and what I'm doing. But like at a convention, like Comic-Con or something, or if I'm like at somewhere and you see me, just say hi, just say hello. You know, this is something people don't even think about when it comes to YouTubers. I'm a normal person. I'm not what I'm like on YouTube. Like, this is me talking to a camera, and people listen and enjoy it. But in real life, I'm just like you. I'm just like anyone else, every other human. And the same with people like actual celebrities and actual like bigger YouTubers. Like, just if you see me or whatever, come say hi. Just say hello, and be like, "Yay!" And well, that's great. What I will usually do is I'll try and awkwardly shake your hand, because that's how I just introduce myself. Like, hello, you're right. It's happened multiple times before, and I've made a complete embarrassment of myself, but I don't mind. If there's a multi-Doctor story during Jodie's run, which incarnations would you like to return? Just talked about that. So 7th Doctor, 8th Doctor, 11th Doctor and 13th Doctor. Thank you to Thomas Parry for subscribing. If you've not subscribed to the channel already, and you're new to the channel, whatever, if you subscribe, your name appears on screen. A little bit extra, so feel free to do it. You seem normal and very nice and cool. I live in London. I can't see you. You live too far away. For now, if I'm going to university in London, which is hopefully a possibility, I'll be down there a lot. But yeah. Has anyone ever stopped you when you're with your friends and they completely embarrass you? No, actually, no, they haven't. The last time someone stopped me and asked if I was Ace Creeper was like I was out with my family and they'd gone to do something else, and I was sitting in the cafe area, and someone just tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, oh, okay, yeah, hello," which was weird because it wasn't even a convention or anything, and that was kind of out the blue for me a little bit, and it shocked me a little bit, but yeah, that was cool. So yeah. Ace, you're a legend. Thank you, appreciate that. I'm not, but thank you. Means a lot. I am yawning, yeah, sorry. I'm just imagining meeting you in my head. Which YouTubers you'd like to collaborate with? Vote Saxon, the Who Addicts, but they're having a bit of downtime with Doctor Who at the moment, so probably not directly. I'm hoping to do something with Wingy Media again. That'd be cool. He's a great YouTuber, him. Yeah. Favorite classic episode you've seen so far? Genesis the Daleks. Yeah. Should we do some general sort of minor advertising stuff? I might do that in a minute. Yeah, so I'll look forward to that. Is it just me who wants to see the Chameleon circuit turn into a Sheffield Super Tram in Series 12 just for one episode? I'd love that. That would be amazing. Are you aware of the Eagle Moss Doctor Who collectibles? Yes, I am. They're brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do some quick few things, just in case you weren't aware, which I presume a lot of you are by now because I've rambled on about it enough, but we're going to do it anyway. Down in the corner over here is, that's the PO box. We've got a temporary PO box celebrating 10,000 subscribers, which gives you, temporarily, as a one-off chance, probably for the foreseeable future. I probably won't be doing a PO box again ever. I don't see myself doing, but we'll see. We've got a PO box there, temporary. So if you want to send in a letter, fan art, Milka's fun. I like Milka chocolate or any other chocolate. That's fun. But if you wanted me to watch or all that sort of thing, like a classic Doctor Who story that I haven't reviewed yet or don't have, you can send us a classic DVD in. You could send me a Big Finish in, and I'll I'll listen to that and review that, or whatever along those lines. It's absolutely up to you, but that's open if you want to send anything in, and we're going to do an unboxing video on the channel, so you get credited, you get thanked, whatever. If you do send something in, that's great. It's something I've always wanted to do, a type of unboxing video type thing, so if you are interested and you are a fan of the channel, please do send something in, because it'll make a really entertaining video and I'll quite enjoy it. So yeah. But yeah, feel free, just whatever. It could be anything from like a letter, a note, but it could be something physical. It's up to absolutely up to you. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Just feel free. That, you know, it's there. It's a one-off thing. It probably won't happen again. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's open, that's an option. I just want to advertise it as much as I can, because I feel like I don't want anyone to come to me after the 3 months is up and I don't have a PO box anymore, and someone goes, hey, is there any way of me sending mail in? And I'm going, ah, man, you missed your chance. So I want to get this out there as much as possible now, and talk about it as much as possible, and give people different options and all that sort of thing. And even if you do want to send something novelty, fair enough, but I think if you want to send something nice, it could be like, again, like just bit of chocolate or something small, like a bit of fan art. If you send me fan art, I'll happily put it up in the background of the videos and all that sort of thing. I love that sort of stuff. It's really just anything being sent in means a lot. So hopefully we're going to do our first unboxing video towards the end of next week. That should be quite fun. But until then, it's open, and actually it's open for the next like 2 or 3 months. I will tell you when it's going to close. But yeah, it's there. That's the address. That's the name you need to address it to, suite, etc. Just all that sort of details. So if you want to send something in, that's the address. Get it sent and all that sort of thing. What else are we doing? How much did you hate Matt when he replaced David Tennant? On the confidential announcement, I wasn't keen on him. I think the second he regenerated, though, in his first scene, I actually quite liked him straight away, so that was quite good. And I loved him in the 11th hour as well. Yeah, have you watched Captain Jimmy Pie? He does Doctor Who custom videos. He's brilliant, yeah. I've talked to him quite a few times about Doctor Who figures and all that sort of stuff that he'd like to see in the future. So, yeah, I have seen his videos. I think they're great. See you later, Chazza. I'm trying to think what I was going to say, yeah. There's something else I was going to say as well. Yeah. And finally, before we end the stream, just, you know, now, if you want to drop a donation, the link is in the description. If you want to drop a super chat, obviously you know how to do that. It's on YouTube. But either of those options are there. If you donate or whatever, and you leave a message or question or anything like that, the question will definitely be answered, because I can't miss it. But it will also show up in the bottom corner here and get shown on the live stream, which will be here forever and ever and ever, immortalised on the internet, that you have spent your money on this channel. I don't know if that's a good thing, but feel free to do it if you fancy it. Yeah, and also if you're subscribed and you haven't been subscribed to the channel before and you subscribe for the first time now, your name will also appear on screen as well, so that's quite fun. We have a Patreon page as well. That's another thing to advertise. I advertise quite a lot nowadays, but you know, it's just a bit of fun. We do have a Patreon page. Why are people shouting the same? I've literally just answered that question. Right, okay. Oh, I think there's some classic episodes on DVD, so I'll try and fish them out and send them. Please do, that'd be great. I'd be happy to review them and stuff like that. And yeah, I didn't even think about Doctor Who merch. If you want like Doctor Who, there's so much merch that, like a figure or like a pop figure or like a little Cassandra. Oh, not a Cassandra. I don't want like loads of Cassandras in the mail. Don't know what I'd ever do with them. But yeah, there's plenty of different options out there if you do want to send something in, even whether it be little, big or small, you know, whatever like that. But yeah, so we do have a Patreon page as well, which is also linked if you want to get exclusive content, early access content, all that sort of stuff, and sort of an exclusive role in the Discord server. Talking about the Discord server, it is linked in the description as well. You can go and check that out, and it'll join it and talk about Doctor Who all the time, like I do, because it's fun. It's fun to talk about Doctor Who. But yeah, that is also linked in the description as well. Review some Matt Smith episodes, please. I hope to in the future, actually. Thanks for reading my comments. You're awesome. Thank you, Ultra Films. I'm really not, but thank you. Oh. Yeah. I'm in the voice chatting Discord server. I've been here for 2 hours now. No one else is in it. Maybe if you stay there after the stream, I might jump in a bit. Who knows? Who knows? I might. So that's another incentive for people to go on the Discord server. Do you play COD? I have done in the past. I did when I was younger, and I have occasionally, but I don't play it very often now. Hey, people are joining, that's fun. It's me, liar. Thank you very much. That's I don't know if you're calling me a liar or you're just admitting yourself as a liar. That's either way, that's fun. You should review video games on the channel. I might. I used to. Didn't get many views, so I don't know if people would even watch that. I might, if I really have strong feelings towards a game, positive or negative, I might be interested in doing that in the future. Who knows? You're a liar. Why? Why are you a liar? What did you lie about? Hopefully nothing fatal. What are you going to do on Monday? Is it going to be April Fool's Day? God, I wish I'd prepared something. I don't think I have, though. Because it's Mother's Day tomorrow, I've been prepared for that. We're going out tomorrow. I've got a lot on at the moment. I wish I'd prepared something decent, but I don't think I had. Yeah. Are you a fan of Red Dwarf? Yeah, I am a fan of Red Dwarf. Love it. Attack of the Grass was epic. Yes, it was. Should review Doctor Who games. I've played Doctor Who games on the channel if you want to check that out. I should get back on the adventure games and do them for the live streams. That'll be quite fun. I would never say lose with salami sandwich. You need more subs. I like more subs. I wouldn't say I need more subs, but I'd love them. Yeah. Not gonna complain. Yeah. I have a nice hat. Thank you very much. Didn't I buy you the adventure games? Did you? I think someone bought me. I can't remember who it was because it was so long ago. Oh my god. Yeah, it's great. I lied, your hat sucks. Well, that's fair enough. It is to some people's tastes, not everyone's. I can't expect everyone to love it. I can't expect anyone to love it. It's a very traditional hat. I did get my flat hat from Kablam. That was actually Yorkshire Market, but you know, same thing. Do you like the show Life on Mars? I love it. It's a brilliant show. Do you have another job other than YouTube? Yes, I am a video editor. I do editing for a media company, yeah. So, slightly YouTube related in that sense, but yeah. It needs to be brown. What, the hat? Fair enough. Also, would you like a jelly baby? I love one, thanks. A P.O. box. Joking. Well, I'm not joking, I do like jelly babies, so yeah. Do I like the song Life on Mars? I love the song Life on Mars. Life on Mars is a brilliant song. I love David Bowie. I think he's a wonderful talent. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're kind of done here. I think that's really it. I'm getting quite tired, as you're probably able to see. I might jump on the Discord server in a bit and talk to a few people, but that's pretty much that for now. In terms of live streaming. Thank you for watching. Again, P.O. box is open if you want to send anything in. It'd be very much appreciated. I would love it if you did, because then I can do a really nice little unboxing video, and they're always fun. So yeah, that's good. I feel like I need to say something else, but I can't remember what. Yeah, Discord server's open as always. Patreon server's open as always. Obviously, Patreon server, Patreon page. That's always open. Please don't send poop. That would be disgusting. And I mentioned this earlier, send anything minging or horrible or whatever, won't even be shown on video. I think someone said something the other day and I was a bit disgusted by, but yeah, if anything is obviously, like, I'm not Comedy Shorts Gamer or iDubbbz where I'll go, this person sent me this, what? Big red arrows in the thumbnail and all that sort of thing. But like, you know, if it's not, if it's stupid or Doctor Who related or fan related, then that's lovely. If it's like minging or just pointless or completely inappropriate, then it won't even appear in the video. It'll just be edited out, really, because I'm not that kind of person. So yeah, that's always fun. But other than the sort of obviously inappropriate things and over-the-top disgusting things, just send whatever in. Could be anything, as long as it's moderately nice or a bit of fun. That's all. Anyway, when am I going to do another live stream? Hopefully soon. Don't know when though. But anyway, yes, that's that. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out all the links in the description and all that sort of stuff. All that lovely stuff is there. And yeah, I'm going to stop going on now before I start repeating myself over and over again. See you all later. Bye-bye.